Alright, welcome back. So, whoa, look at this place. Dick, I'm over here. I think Amy's already gone on ahead. It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question, really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually her? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're all just really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have enough to worry about. Promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap a lot in strange spots. He's fine. It's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? Don't mind if it's cool if I tag along with you. Of course, sure. Now, if you ever need a snack, you got me. Fair. As I said, the best detective of sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because it's, where's my law card? The last guy to work on a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. Is this true?
You vomits! What are you doing in my saloon?
He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic.
I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it.
Yeah, no.
I could do Dan Green, but I won't. Enough of that.
I no longer kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi and...
Nope, got nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone.
He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Tick, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to before we were all apart. Let's investigate the clues, then interrogate.
Right, let's do it.
Okay, someone's always in the trash, check here. Nope. Starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. As if they say, one man's trash, another man's treasure. Please laugh. I think Tails is ignoring me. What's this? Ah, bowl of assorted nuts. Classic saloon snack. Kind of bland. Huh? Seems like someone licked all the salt off them. What? Well, maybe they're just unsalted. Drink. Tick, this is interesting. What's this? Just a few used cups. Sure, but what are these? Why are they free? Knuckles was really thirsty? Tick, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Okay, I'm thinking already. Rouge and Blaze were there. He tried to hit it off with them, and it didn't go well. The robotic arms here are really helpful. What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed you up a bit. That's incredible. What? Interesting tech. Uh-oh. Should I fit for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? That's this. Breathtaking views. This train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just savagely traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. Huh? I'll never understand this friend group. Clearly won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Yeah, that's probably infuriating. Do we think it broke when the train spread up? The damages look to have come from punches. Who could have done that?
What are you usually looking at me for?
Smashed arcades and into the inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. Well, first, Merce, is there anything over here? Ooh, what's this?
Howdy, partner!
Alright, Knuckles.
I thought I told you to leave me alone.
I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing?
I said leave me alone.
Doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better?
I said leave!
Interrogate. Knuckles, Tick and I need to know what you were doing during the hour the murder took place.
I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me.
Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence, too.
We do?
Tick, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? This one.
Huh.
Wrong choice, Tick. Let's try again. What could have been distracting Knuckles? This one?
The arcade machine? What made you think I touched it?
Okay, here we go again. Woo!
Oh. With no argument here, you're weak.
Tick, let's follow that train of thought again, shall we? Okay. Okay, good. Good, so there's no, like, game over state. Good to know. This is surprisingly a little bit more difficult than the last one. I'm wondering how much more difficult it's gonna get. Like, is it gonna generally become hard? I'm not saying this is hard. No. I played other games. I'm just saying, like, the difficulty spike from the first one to the second one's gone up a bit more. Quite a bit, actually. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because it's covered in punches.
What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are you all staring at my hands for?
Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why?
I needed a punching bag and none was available to me.
Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer.
How will you...
I'm on it. Take the track, Knuckles, while I fix Super Monkey Ball.
Bring it on.
I have to think? Oh. Why do I get the feeling I'm gonna get punched? Considering how... Oh, cool. I actually jumped over that. Yeah, no, this is... Jeez.
Now, Tails, get away from the arcade cabinet.
Try again. I have to get Super Monkey Ball fixed.
I should play Super Monkey Ball.
I've heard things about it.
There we go. Took 3 tries, but I got it.
Man, 3 tries. The arcade machine's fixed.
No, don't look at the scores.
Look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Ah, I see. Okay, what does this tell us?
Nothing, obviously.
Tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who would get the highest score. And Vector beat you.
Ugh.
And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet.
Ugh.
He's punching the air in frustration.
You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now.
On the way on the map, I assume. Okay, that one was a bit easier. There's nothing really special about these. Just platforming, so... Now, Tig, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? Let me just have a look at this. Would have had to have gone through the saloon car. Never mind. How does that? Hang on. Because one's got lipstick on it, but why would... Maybe... Oh, I get it. Was trying to impress Rouge.
No!
I thought that was strange there was more than one cop sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade.
It's not like... I wasn't... don't tell Amy.
I think we're on the right track here.
So as you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour, wanted to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the high score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade counter before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story, and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one.
But you offered her a drink, apparently.
Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent?
I understand the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, and Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score doesn't make sense. Tick, can you take a look one more time? What name on the high score list? What's Tails talking about? Oh. Shadow. All the other names are food themed, but this one, who here goes by Alton? You may not know this, Tick, but there's someone that goes by the title, The Ultimate Life Form.
There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much for the game, but then Shadow dropped by.
So Shadow was here too?
He taught us the game and was first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying.
You all immediately had to compete, huh?
He gave me this before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and not open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, so no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth.
So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her?
No, I think she has some sort of key too.
That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for?
I don't know, they didn't tell me. And even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them the shelves. Cool. I'm gonna have to do this for a while, aren't I?
More information than I expected to get here, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector.
Fair enough. Library's the next car. In the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever killed Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler.
I like the better who wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Tick, let's head to the library. Got it. This way's more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Tick! Come in!
Alright, bye, Nux.
Ready to mosey down the next car?
You got it, partner.
Onwards! So I'm assuming each one's essentially a level. This is posh. Okay, conductor can't be Big the Cat. Fine. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go? That's because I want to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you.
Vector, it appears we have more guests.
Amy, there you are. Want to join us in Family Lead yet? Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl? She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. The tip's just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car's locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'm definitely losing the Vector voice.
I'll solve the case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved! I'll kill for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet.
Ah, poetry! A resonating message from poet to readers meant to challenge our delicate perceptions of the most rhythmic of prose. Now, is SPO gonna say his poet is haiku? Can I hear some?
Sure, teardrops in the teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing?
Never mind.
La la la, la 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 la, dee 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 dee. What was that? Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm satisfied for now, thanks.
At least he's rhyming, I suppose.
So can I hear establishing both your alibis? Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it was simple. We just explained to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blade, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and SPO to stay. I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Okay, this checks out.
My voice is sharp. Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see a lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him.
More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us that Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed with the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car, so we were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling, but we got through it alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're gonna have a peek around and return with any questions.
If you're a toad vetting me, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Your alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio's actually in the library car reading. Tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Well, the chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really need to see this. Huh? This little chow's hanging in there, refusing use his little wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. This chow can stick to his principles for fine strength, and I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? Let's see. Ooh, brochures! There's travel destination ideas like amusement parks, caravans, hotels, and... Oh! Take a look at this. There's a couple of maps here. Seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Cool. Cave 2? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, let's leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shows my fondness for caves. Oh, poor thing. The arm's really struggling to clean up the car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Globe. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. Kodoto was talking about Spagonia if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. Yeah, it was Unleashed. Right, okay, I remember. I know my Sonic. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Scribner's, everyone's been everywhere, haven't they? What's over here? Bookshelf. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging for all the book titles excitedly. It's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is alphabetically ordered but this one. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's make a note of this. 8. Trash. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something here. Like, are you sad that there's nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something in the next trash bin we'll find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins had a secret, I'm sure of it. Like, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy. So plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Don't fall asleep. There's been a murderer, remember? I had a ring for every time a murderer ruined my nap time. Chow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Chow left the library car, he locked the door on the way out. There's got to be a reason he's doing it. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Chow, let me guess. He's misinterpreting the locksmith. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Alright. Fancy a poem? Poem about space. I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste, I dropped the vase from my embrace. To my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? So, interrogation! So, the two of you don't believe us, huh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but won't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your taking out here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SBO really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We prepared the present evidence if need... Oh, that's easy, I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, seems. Vector enjoys being social. Well, that's what we're instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine saloon car, so figured I'd go check it out. This seemed to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library card and found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was! Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? SBO doesn't know you're that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch what that book might be. Say, could you help me out? Alright. What have you been reading? This? A manual? You think SBO's reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Because he's probably well read? He's okay, my logic here is that he's probably very well read. But he's obviously he's... Oh, okay. But he's never... obviously this is a one-of-a-kind trade. It's not a pasture trade, so how else is he meant to learn about it if he isn't able to... No, that's my assumption. There's books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the correct place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SBO. Butcher a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Tick, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove you read it. Which page should I quiz him on? 362. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the event, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and mess afterwards. Remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. Robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers' safety. Seems like SBO aced that question. Ask him another one. Okay, which page do I choose? I'm waiting for a meme page to show up. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you'll be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, this person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Tick. Let's see if SBO can go free for free. 402. What was the implemented to support the conductor's duty and ease general train obligations? An intellect data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. Remember this, the train is on autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of ability without the conductor present. Now, did I pass you a little? Was the train the murderer? And then the train was made by Dr. Robotnik! Maybe. Possibly. I'm grasping at this point. What am I? Big Eggman.
You know what they say!
And train. Nope. I'd say, but no. Just goofing, you passed. I completed your test with ease. All my efforts were only to please, but you joked and japed, said no to my face. Now I wish you were riddled with fleas. Did he just rhyme a curse at me? Clearly read the manual, and these answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my body like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand. Everyone's cautious. I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... SPO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see reading. Yeah, that's correct. Problem. Rouge and Shadow came through. Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Tick? You're supposed to be on the spot. Okay. Oh, the lock. Shadows. Lock? Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Tick. Let's get our argument together. Okay. 50 rings. This is getting big. This is getting much more, This might take a little bit more work now. Okay, you can stop that now. Thank you. Good. Got it. This was easier than the saloon car. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up being it. Wasn't the high score long. Crooks are natural gamers. SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library card, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left, Knuckles and Vector were in the saloon car. SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. It was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in the book that I didn't know a Shadow. You telling me the sound of doors opening and locking won't have caused you to look up? You see, I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at the moment, were you really in the library car at all? How would SBO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Tick. One I would love for SBO to solve. You gotta believe me. Cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved in my bucket, I didn't know a shadow passed back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on something, but I don't see it. Is Spear simply sitting, reading, or did he somehow vanish to not know Shadow returned to the library car? What should I do? I'm going to defend Espio here, honestly. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails? We have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Let me check this. Through there. I suppose... Ah! That's a bookshelf. Alright, now let's just get my thoughts in order. Oh, okay, now I've got another one to go. Here we go. Woo! The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way SBO and Shadow couldn't see one another. Looks like you have to point out where exactly it is on the map, you mean? Where could SBO have been for Shadow to not see him? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned to the saloon car, SBO was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen each other from this spot because the bookshelf is in the way. There's no way Shadow would have seen SBO, or vice versa. Makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, SBO. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated! Sweet! Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened out itself in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chests are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car's open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SBO. Give him heck! If you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock. Tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. It's gonna kill us all. At this point, I feel pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Tick, let's see what's next. Come in. Okay, so I'm assuming it's going to be... Should I want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? The mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues. So I assume it's Shadow, and then it's either going to be Rouge and... Damn, this place fancy. It's even... You know what? I think I will call it good for this one, and get right back into it again. Also gives me time to give my voice a breather. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.